Hello, and welcome to another video of me reviewing a movie. Just got back from the theaters not too long ago, saw Bad Boys Ride or Die. Without any spoilers in the beginning, I'm going to talk about what the story is about, and I'm going to tell you how I feel about the movie and what I liked and disliked about it. Basically, Captain Howard, who was killed in the last Bad Boys movie, he's getting framed now that he's involved with drug cartel. And Mike and Marcus are basically trying to clear his name, So that's basically the plot of the movie. And then we get like these little other side missions along it. So, let's just get into it if I liked it or not. And let me just tell you, I love this movie. It doesn't try to overstep its boundaries while overstepping its boundaries. Let me explain to you in a minute. Martin Lawrence's character has like a health scare at the beginning of the movie. This is like minor spoilers still. And for the rest of the movie after this health scare, his character is hilarious. See, usually in the last three movies, we always see it's Mike, played by Will Smith, being the reckless and the one who's always so quick to jump into some danger, right? That the reckless one. And Marcus, played by Martin Lawrence, always playing the trying to keep it calm, cool and collective, and not taking any risks type routes, right? It's swapped in this one. While Marcus is now the one who doesn't fear anything, he's not afraid of death because he thinks he can't die. And then you got Mike, who is getting scared because he has PTSD after what happened in the last movie to Captain Howard. He blames himself. The people who like the first two movies, well, most of the people, some of them said that they didn't like the third one, that the first two are better. I think the first two are great, but the third one is the best story-wise, character development-wise. I don't think the action from the second film, though, I don't think it was beaten by the third one. However, this fourth one, the action on here was beautiful. It almost rivals Bad Boys 2. I think it does. The only thing from Bad Boys 2 that I say beats these films, one of the main things, is that hallway gun shootout scene. That scene right there is possibly one of the best shootout scenes I've ever watched or has ever been created. The way how it was directed and the way how it was just choreographed, everything about it was amazing. This movie rivals it, I think. Reggie is in these movies. Reggie is back into these movies, right? And let me tell you, Reggie has his moment here, y'all. Reggie has his motherfucking moment. I don't know, when I saw Reggie grab the gun and he started having this moment, I damn near jumped out of my seat. There is a gunfight scene towards the end of the movie that happens as well with Marcus and Mike. And it was like a first-person shooter point of view. That was great. That was like the second best action scene out of this entire whole movie. Like, that right there and the Reginald fight scene, those two scenes right there made this movie amazing. The humor in this film is actually funny. Like, I actually genuinely laughed at a lot of things in here. Some of it might not work for some people. I saw it with my girlfriend, and she hardly laughs at movies like just comedy action movies, right? It's hard to get her to laugh at movies. She was laughing her ass off. That says a lot in my opinion. Here's the negatives I want to point out though. Although this movie doesn't have any negatives in my opinion, it meets my expectations of what I want from a Bad Boys movie. I don't expect a Bad Boys movie to be the next Avengers, to be something world-breaking, right? I expect Bad Boy movies to be funny, kind of goofy, just fun. I just want some fun action. And that's exactly what it was. The only thing I can take away from this movie that I don't care for, minor spoiler right here, Will Smith's wife. He gets married in this movie, right? Well, that's kind of a big spoiler. But he gets married in this movie. And it's to some random new character we've never met in the entire franchise. And I found it more often than not hard for me to actually care about her character because she's not in the movie that much. There's like not that much dialogue with her or screen time with her, and I don't know. I didn't care for it. I really didn't care for it. But other than that, it didn't ruin the movie. I thought the story that Mike was trying to have with his son of redemption to, show that he is sorry that he wasn't there for his upbringing, that was intriguing. His son had his little story going on where he's fighting his demons as well for the stuff that he's done. Everybody had their little side stories and demons they were fighting this movie, except for Marcus. Marcus's demon was that he was eating too much unhealthy stuff. I have a friend, right? And he said he didn't want to see it because he saw a trailer and he didn't appreciate a certain fat joke in this movie. And I told him I don't think it's a fat joke. I think it's just like something that happens that explains this and that. You know how trailers look. It kind of is a fat joke, I'm not gonna lie. It's within purpose though. All in all, I think if you didn't like Bad Boys for Life, you would probably like this movie more than you like Bad Boys for Life. This movie would probably be the movie that you'll say, okay, yeah. Some of you probably won't say it's better than 1 and 2. I'm sorry, but I think it is better than 1 and 2. I love 1 and 2, right? I love it. But these last couple films have really driven the characters forward more in the ways that we didn't think these characters can be driven forward in a narrative way. Bad Boys, Ride or Die, in my opinion, gets a solid 8 out of 10. A little side notes I want to point out as well for this movie. Tiffany Haddish is in this film. She's actually funny. Like, I legit actually laughed at the shit that was going on with her. But given that scene in itself was probably less than 5 minutes. So I appreciate that. Michael Bay was in there for a cameo. There was a lot of hidden cameos and callbacks to the original 2 movies. Just the way how things were filmed and directed and how they were just choreographing it. There was a lot of great things. One last thing I want to point out is that after watching this movie, y'all will never get me to hate Will Smith. I'm sorry. I've been seeing comments talking about, oh, Will Smith that, Will Smith this. He ruins his career. I'm not seeing this movie because Will Smith in it. Nah, fuck Will Smith. He ruins his career when he slapped Chris Rock. Bullshit like that. Talking about we need to hate Will Smith. Shut the fuck up. Really, just shut the fuck up. I'm never going to hate Will Smith. I don't agree with the slap at all, what he did. But at the same time, I don't know Chris Rock. That nigga's surviving. He okay. I just think it's funny that everybody wants to cancel this man for slapping someone except the man who got slapped himself. This whole cancel Will Smith narrative that I mostly notice only comes from white people is stupid. This man has been a major part of my childhood, making me laugh, feel joy. And then you got people out here talking about Will Smith was never a great actor anyways. Pursuit of Happiness, King Richard, Ali. Some of y'all just really need to shut the hell up at a certain point. Y'all just need to stop talking. Like, don't give your opinion on shit no more. I will never hate Will Smith. The only person who hates Will Smith in this entire world is Jada Pinkett Smith. Bad Boys, Ride or Die. Did you see it? Are you going to see it? Let me know how you feel about it. Appreciate everybody for stopping by, watching the video. Alright, peace out.